From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. This is Coleman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Chris Godwin, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
20, 60, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike, 50, over. He's coming. Double up, double up. Hey, switch gears.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he's got this down to the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
21. Here we go.
On second and 2, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Throwing now is Murray, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Running, it's Drake. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. 13. Smooth.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Murray. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Edmonds, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the 10-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 20. 7.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
12, 12.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown, 49ers! Chris Godwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, Edmonds trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. Able to find Isabella. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. On 2nd down. Edmonds, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll run with Dre. Drake. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
On second down, a run with Breida. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Murray off play action. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run again with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Here it comes, here it comes.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, 96 is
11.
Watch one. Mike 96, Mike.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Going for it all. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with Drake. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Murray with a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Here we go.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Lock, lock, lock.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to go for it, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Switch. No. Hey. 50's the mark.
No game on this defense, no game.
Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 48-yard punt, and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
21. Wait, 80. Hey, gun.
65. Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Now Edmonds. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Edmonds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 29, Murray. It's complete to Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
They're going for it. It's Murray being chased out left. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back at nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
That's good for a 49er first down.
Garoppolo now, 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Garoppolo looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
12, fellas, here we go.
Check 99.
I got you. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, Alpha.
96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
21. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's Edmonds. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go. 60 out long. Rip.
To throw is Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
13. 43. Hey, team 6.
43. Mike's 43.
Hey, what's that?
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cards, they keep pace in the playoff race.